Hi guys, Adam here with Stephen Howson. We're outside Old Trafford. It was 1-1 today. Another draw at Old Trafford. The unbeaten run's still going. That's probably the only positive.
The unbeaten run. It just shows how much of a thing that achievement of the Invincibles undefeated Arsenal team is. Look, we've just gone 20 games unbeaten, haven't we, right? It means all in the grand scheme of things. I'll take 3 losses and more wins. How about that? It's bollocks. Unbeaten. Arse, mate. It means absolutely nothing. Show me the league table. Show me how far we're off where we need to be challenging for a title, because let's face it, even finishing top 4, which now looks unlikely, no, it's not impossible, but it's unlikely, doesn't look like it's going to happen, and that's not good enough anyway. We're not Arsenal. We're not going to finish top 4 and high-five and take pictures in the shower. It's about winning things, this club. And we might have won a League Cup this year, but let's face it, there was no parade. There won't be a parade. It's not good enough. And even if we win the Europa League, is that a successful season? What I want to know is, I like Jose Mourinho on a lot of levels. There's some things I've got question marks about, but this long ball football when we're chasing a game, Moyes would have been crucified for that. Moyes was crucified for that. Louis van Gaal was crucified for how many games where he'd failed to score at half-time. Do you see much difference out there, mate? You tell me how Louis van Gaal would have done, especially with the record he had against the top 6. With the likes of Pogba, Zlatan, Bay in that team. You improved upon his team last year. No, I don't think you'd have got Zlatan with Louis van Gaal, and I'm not saying Louis van Gaal should have been given more time over Mourinho. I'm just saying he got a lot of stick. This guy's not getting a lot of stick. Now, I also know that he's not going to be able to change it around in 1 transfer window, in 2 transfer windows. There's a lot of deadwood, some deadwood that was on that pitch tonight that probably isn't good enough to be starting for us. Thought we was going to win that game, though. I thought we could have won that game. In fact, you know what? We're going to fix up in the summer. We're going to improve. We're going to start again next season with a renewed intensity and a couple of fresh faces, and we're going to go for it. Is the FA going to step up and sort this refereeing out? Because, again, Manchester United have been denied by a bullshit, perfectly legal, offside goal that wasn't offside. Again, right? That happens with 15, 20 minutes to go.
Can I just say, though, like, I know you've made this point as well. We are not blaming the referee for the result. We are merely pointing out the fact that the refereeing in England, not just against Man United, it's not like, there's an agenda against Man United, although maybe sometimes there is with people like Mike Dean and that. But the refereeing is just shocking.
The standard is like I always say, and it's happened far too many times. I've come out here when we've won and gone, that ref was but no one remembers that. No one thinks about that. But there's been, last count it was 21 decisions. I'm sure that was 4 or 5 extra decisions on top of that, since we might be approaching 30 match result changing decisions that Manchester United have had go against us this season, right? Now some people will be like, oh, well, you had it all your way under Fergie. No, what we had was a top manager that was able to win things regardless. There was no one getting extra or, and people who say, it balances itself out over a season, it doesn't. Absolutely doesn't. Now, and then they go, United had all them offside goals. We had 5, right? We're still owed 21, so if anyone's keeping tally, you need to start piling it on for the remaining games that we've got this year. We shouldn't even concede a goal the rest of the season, if it's going to stack up like that and be fair and balance out over the course of a season. We should be winning 10-0 in Europa League final.
Steve, cheer me up, please. Is there any way you can cheer me up?
Yeah, what I can say is that,
because I've had people today, and he was never questioned the manager, let me point that out, but he was very angry.
The guy's in love with him, innit?
We had
probably let him
we had the other gentleman, I think his name was Ken, who said the manager should never have got the job. So, is there any positivity we can take?
Well, all right, if he should never have got the job, you tell me who gets the job then. Yeah, okay, move on. So, yeah, there was some positives today, and I thought it might have been too much hot sauce having Rowe and Bay at centre-half. They were class. They was absolutely class today, both of them. Calm on the ball, one-on-one, really standing up, doing the simple things perfect. I thought it was fantastic. I thought they can hold their head up. Marcus Rashford, in terms of a work rate, can hold his head up in terms of a quality of output. His
legs were gone in.
He's a young player that's still developing, still got a long way to go in his career, but his attitude is perfect. Maybe he shouldn't be starting as many games as he has started, as he is starting, because he needs that development.
I thought Luke Shaw had got an equaliser on his return.
I love a strike, wasn't it?
On his week 4.
I love a strike. I thought he was a bit indifferent when he came on.
It's hard to be when it's your first game back.
Of course it is, and the manager's just absolutely tore you a new arsehole in the press conference on Saturday. So, of course, he's going to be nervous every time he got hold of the ball, but I think he looked all right. He certainly looked a lot more assured than people we've had at left-back recently, but from a defensive point of view, had nothing to do. As a fullback at Manchester United, 90% of your work is what you do with the ball. And I've got to say, I'm massively disappointed. Jose playing the way that United should. All right, so it's a catchy tune, mate, but it's not accurate. United are banging long balls in, worse than what we saw under David Moyes. And I don't know what the remedy to that is. If I think you get sometimes when you play someone like Fellaini, you saw it under England, if anyone gives a shit about when they played Crouch. They stop playing football and they start just pumping balls up to him, thinking he's going to do something with it. It's not just that. Fellaini takes Ibra's space, and Ibra's infinitely better.
Paul described it the best, didn't he? When he said it was like an opportunity cost. Sometimes he's not bad, but you could have someone better in there.
Yeah, you can have a footballer in there. It just seems like we're devoid of someone in and around that number 10 spot. I don't want to be a transfer
Someone like Schneiderlin?
No, not in the number 10 spot. But there's someone in the middle that might have done well, that we have sold, yeah. But I'm thinking more of, like, without getting too giddy and dicks out for transfers, someone like a Griezmann you can see operating in between those gaps that we're lacking in. Someone that can provide a little bit of quality. Griezmann's one of the best finishers in world football. We really need that at the moment because we can't finish out dinners. Even Luke Shaw, who has the same size shorts as me.
Give me your man of the match. The ref.
Bayer was class.
He was. He looked after Lukaku well, didn't he? I know Rojo had him a lot. Like, Rojo was getting really close and Bayer was kind of cleaning up.
There was a couple of times Ander really put him under pressure with some proper hospital balls. And he had no right to get him, and he just pulls it out, doesn't he? I like him, he's class. We've really missed him in some of the bigger games this season, I think. But it's good to have him back. See what happens in it.
Tar.